Circus Saturday edition. It's the end of the year review. We're just going to be talking about just stuff that happened through the year, cool things we like, other crazy things that have happened. So we have some really amazing guests today. We have Time Traveler on Wax. He's back. He's here to share some information and insights on wax and art giveaways and everything else he's part of. We got Brakeman, Consumer Break. He's back again as well. He's going to be sharing a lot of stuff. He's been working with Digicon lately, and now it's called, what's it called now? They switched the name now, right?
NFTopia.
NFTopia. So NFTopia.
There's a website, and we got details, and sure, we'll definitely cover that. It's very exciting.
Okay, awesome. And then, of course, last but not least so far out of our guests, and we have more coming on here, is Cosmic Alien. She has shown up with her amazing avatar with amazing Christmas sweater. So hello, what's up, Cosmic? How you doing? You there? I don't think your voice. I don't
think she's back yet. She went out for a smoke.
Okay.
I'm here. I think.
Yeah, you're here.
I just noticed I was getting double voices, so I had to fix that real quick.
Okay.
Alien in the house.
Hey, everybody.
All right, guys. So if you haven't already, and since it is kind of the end of the year show, we're going to be doing some giveaways here. So if you haven't already, popped in $MORBS into the YouTube chat, and we're just going to get this party started with 500 MORBS tokens to whoever gets this. So let's draw. Let's see who's going to get it. Who's already in here?
Is it going to be?
Yeah. Cosmic wins. So Cosmic takes home the 500 MORBS token. That's the very first one. And let's just go with another one real quick. Let me find something to give away here. Let's do one of these Drawn Company boxes. These are from earlier in the year. Drawn Company has sent us some stuff. We're going to do one of these as well. So let's see who's going to win that. And Crackers, hopefully, should be popping in. I think Drawn Company actually will be here as well. And maybe Danish Crypto has his doors frozen. So he won. Yes!
It's rigged.
No, well, since it's already mine, I'm just going to keep on spinning. So let's spin that again. Yes.
Hashtag rig.
Hashtag rig. Jeff 55. You have one.
Sorry.
Jeff,
I'm a little heavy on the air horn today.
No, please use the air horn. That's good. We want to do the womp, 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 womp. All right, and let's do another one just real quick. Let's do Click Farm. Yes, do Click Farm. This is from Neon. Was it Neon Space? Neon Space. So let's see who's going to take this one home really quick. Better get your $MORBS in the chat, guys. Get the $MORBS in the chat so you're part of the giveaways. Morton Matt comes through. Morton Matt, you have won Click Farm by Neon Space. And go ahead and hit me up on Twitter at MORBS15. It's scrolling at the bottom there, guys. That's how you get in touch with me to get your prize. I will send it over to you once you get us the wallet. What's up, Crackers? Crackers is here.
Crackers.
He graced us with his presence.
Oh, sorry. That caught me off guard.
Alien is here.
Crackers. Yeah, Alien in the house.
I see now.
Yeah. So what's been up, Crackers? How you been doing? What's happening today in the world of Crackers?
Oh, I've been dying the last week. Literally sick.
Oh, really? You got sick too? Like not just hungover sick, but sick.
Sick, flu, blah, blah, blah.
The whole year is sick.
Ew.
It has been.
Sounds great.
I think you've been sick a couple times in the last year.
Yeah,
not as bad as I normally am. Normally I get put into...
maybe it was that was a hangover. Never mind.
That was a hangover Saturday and then there.
Self-induced.
Exactly. So anyway, it's been quite a year here. So it's been quite a year throughout the year. Let's look at a chart that what's funny enough, Time Traveler goes, hey, I have a picture to show you about wax beginning of the year till now. And I go, funny enough, I had already brought that up. So we were minds thinking alike right there. So this is the year in wax. And so we started about 50 cents. About 50 cents was the high. And today we ended up at 4 cents, 4.8 cents. So holy
We will see
mackerel.
3 cents in January.
I think you're right. I think we're going to actually hit what TC said, which was 3 cents, and then I think it's going to start heading back the other way. I think after
With the Binance fudge now. If I'll put this.
If Binance drops, we are screwed. Okay, that's a whole nother thing. If Binance, we're gone. I don't know what's going to happen if that
because
goes down.
Wax is I think it's one of the best places for you to get where in America now for Binance. One of the only few places you can get Wax on.
Yep.
So
you can get on crypto.com. Yeah, crypto.com. But I was scared for crypto.com too. That had a little.
It's a bit scary for sure.
There's still others. There's Bitrex's works well still, and MoonPay and Simplex.
But Bittrex moves so slow. Oh my god, transferring Wax on Bittrex is like molasses. I remember that. It's so hard. But yeah, so anyway, so that's there. But it's not just our chain, guys. I mean, let's look at ETH. ETH was down 70% through the year. You know, started at almost 4,000. It ended up at 1178. And
let's look at Sol. Let's look at Sol.
And so funny you just said. And here's Sol. And here was Sol. So Sol took a 92% dump, mainly probably because of the FTX stuff here at the end. But it was trading at one point at 172. And now it's down to $12.27. I can't even believe it's there. I thought
let's point something out.
Yeah.
Let's point something out. While we're talking to Binance, I was sober enough today to read the Wall Street Journal, and they have a headline article about Binance, and they have claimed inside that there are still no problems. They had only problem with the company that made their reports, and they withheld it. They didn't want to do it because in the last few days, about $6 billion got out of Binance. So the reports might not be really accurate at the moment, but nobody is claiming that the Binance is having this financial trouble. The only trouble is that we're in a wrap time of crypto, and not to mention NFTs.
It's not only that though. It's something to do with America. It's the Binance America or Binance US that's causing the whole fucking flood. It's Americans. All these fucking backward bastards that carry guns all the time. But
as far as I understand, nothing has happened. Yes, BUS has gone around, and we know how the BUS is functioning.
I think everybody's Binance America over silver. I think it's an off-road silver stream or silver something in America that people are using now to whitewash cash through Binance. So it's technically it's not Binance, but they're saying because it is being used to whitewash regulations in America will.
And then they always took money out at the end of the year. It's actually the Christmas season. I don't know what it is, but at the December, people start to pay out no matter how high or low the crypto is worth.
Yeah, I think what started that Binance scare, actually they withheld. There was a withholding of withdrawal for a couple hours because of some actual software things they were switching out. I think that's what it was.
Or something like that,
they were trying to switch out some kind of algorithm, and because of that, it kind of created this fear that they're stopping withdrawals and it's the end of Binance. Which, please, I hope that's not the case. God, that's the last thing we need, But
and the Sol thing. The Sol thing is connected with FTX. Again, we are mind brilliant at the same moment. Because you told me about FTX, I didn't realize it from my Wax point of view. When you released your Sol surfers on FTX, tell me, did you manage to get them back, or do you have to mint them again?
I'm going to probably have to mint. This is what happened. So when the FTX stuff started happening, I immediately took everything out of FTX as far as crypto. They weren't allowing us to withdraw NFTs almost immediately. Like there was an error that was popping up. And so I have the ones that I still have that I haven't sold. I will have to probably remint because I can't, for whatever reason, get into the NFT back. And I think they stopped that because when FTX, those first couple of days, the way people were liquidating was that they would buy an NFT, liquidate out from that I think out of another country, and I think that's how they were getting their withdrawals out. And so they stopped the NFT market, and it just never went back up. I've tried for weeks. I cannot get those off of that wallet.
Was he the first one caught anyway?
Yeah, and so he's been arrested now. So now it's
he will go to jail.
Oh yeah, he's going to jail.
He will serve his time.
Yeah,
he is
the one that
Danish.
He is busted, and he's busted real well, and he will pay also for all the other scammers and rook pullers, and so to serve as an example. But they were completely morons, business looking, not crypto looking. They were morons. When you look what they did, how they cleaned their trails. Nobody normal does it.
Yeah,
so it's not.
And it was, I mean, FTX. In the end, we're thinking FTX is, Coinbase, huge, big corporation, and it was basically 10 kids right out of college running this, and with no paperwork. Like, they didn't have books. The Enron guy, think of that. Is like, this is the worst thing I've ever seen. Like, there's no paper trails. Everything's just on the blockchain, basically. And so,
there's talks of CoinDesk being in trouble as well now.
Oh, really? I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Wow. Yeah. And so things didn't go liquid, and people couldn't get their money out. And they still can't get their money. I don't know what's going to happen to all those people on FTX there, because that was a major change too, because I was going to talk about the influencer thing that's happening. So I was listening to the Senate hearings this last week, talking about the crypto stuff and the FTX and all this stuff. And the other thing they brought up a lot was Twitter and influencers, because there's a big crypto thing being investigated now because people were pumping and dumping using YouTube and Twitter. So that becomes a whole nother can of worms that I think the government regulators are going to be coming after as well. So because technically it stands as insider trading, wire fraud kind of stuff. So it's kind of crazy what's happening.
What they'll do there is they'll probably stop, mate. They'll say, oh, well, what did you invest in this? Oh, you got a return of 300%. We're going to charge you 100% tax on that. Instead of you making your...
Yeah.
So it cuts down on the pump and dump.
Yeah, because like Larry David and who's the other people that were doing FTX? They're all getting sued now. They all have litigation coming against them for actually even being on the commercial, which is kind of weird because they're just taking a commercial job. I don't think they're really trying to promote stuff. So it's been it's crazy.
Hang on. If you sign up to, I don't care. I've said this before. If you sign up to promote something, if you don't fucking back it, don't do it. I don't care if it's a paycheck. You're putting your name to something that. Do you know what I mean? Who's actually? And I said this before. Kim Kardashian is a fucking financial advisor. If you buy out like Kim Kardashian, it's your own fault.
Well, the dear baby Kim has already paid a price, as far as I remember from the reports from the American media. So she is not a problem. There is another influencer. I don't know her or remember her name, but she has obviously been doing rook pull, and she's been undiscovered now. But people are getting to their senses, I believe, because if there is a world that's an illusion world, that is our digital world, not the whole crypto world, but the whole digital world. The illusion of being connected when we're typing to the Twitter and to the other social media networks, the illusion of being a community, but which is rarely implemented. I will again mention my dear crypto monkeys as a community that runs on free basis, so it has some long-term perspective because there's always fresh blood and the thing is still running. But you have seen so many communities this year that have literally dispersed. Because I'm looking at my numbers, and the count of followers hasn't fallen so much, but the people that are involved, that are having interest, is very low. The numbers are also cut up to 10 times from the last year at this time when we were banging real high, and there was a big interest and there was a lot of money in it. But we may not forget one thing. In 2022, and we'll find out that later, it was the year of the recession already.
It is.
Because it has happened. Nobody has announced it, but it is happening.
Oh, UK have. UK have already announced they're going to recession.
The whole
America knows they're going to recession. If you don't, there's something wrong with you.
The Western world is having a huge recession.
It's a global recession. And it's what pushed it forward was the Russian war, because basically with the commodities, the oil commodity, basically caused the recession. We all know this.
Yeah, you have full right, Crackers, but the thing is that the rich people will lose more, if I may phrase it that way. Or the wealthy people.
In the long run,
maybe
they
it's better
won't lose more. In the long run, they will always make money. Who's the ones that made money during COVID? It wasn't you or me. It was the people sitting in up in their high nests making money.
Yeah,
Jeff Bezos made billions during COVID.
Actually, we did good money in COVID too last year when the numbers were in April.
I mean, well,
very good.
I don't know if even the NFT space would have happened if it wasn't for COVID, to be quite honest. We had a lot of people at home, they had nothing to do. They started getting into crypto, learning NFTs. And that's kind of what kind of ignited that first bull run, really it did. And then you definitely saw when the Russian war started happening, a lot of investors are in Ukraine and Russia, and a lot of them pulled their money out and they just stopped trading.
A lot of projects are based in Ukraine. You'd be surprised the amount. I think I won't mention any names. I know of one project that was physically moved by Russians to Azerbaijan. I think he's based in now, and who talk about Time Traveler.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
he got physically moved there. So I mean, there's a project, and he's not as busy as he was. He's not he's not dropping as much work as he was.
Sure,
but he's still dropping work. But I mean,
and then also, the collectors also. It seemed like when the price was dropping, the collectors slowly started to get out more and more and more. And then when it dropped below 20, that's when I saw a big, things slowed down quite a bit. As far as output for NFTs. I mean, you could see the NFT Insider and the Horizon drop pages kind of shrinking pretty quickly. you're like there isn't as many drops. So it was an interesting year that way. But I think it was also a necessity, because I think NFTs weren't going to be able to sustain the way they were bull running there for so long. They just there's no way you can keep going up that way. So eventually it was going to do something. It was going to correct. And hopefully, I think that was the end of the correction right now. And hopefully in 2023, things kind of start to slowly level up again. We'll have to see. I'll
be honest. I think when this bear market are actually gone into now, this one here.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's more about are we gonna see 3 cents? Are we gonna see 2 cents?
Now that might happen. I mean, I think it all happens. It depends if other crypto marketplaces, I think, go down. Like if we start having another exchange, big one goes down. God forbid Binance, but let's say crypto.com goes down.
Your man sees that is worth too much money, right? He has been known for the past to be fairly, I won't say dodgy, but loosey goosey we call him, right? But I think he's trying to do everything above board now because he's trying to meet up with regulators, he's trying to do everything. Yeah, there's still gray areas, and there's gray area everywhere in fucking crypto, right?
Well, no one's innocent here. Let's just be honest, dude. I mean, if someone made a bank run at Binance, I mean, it's just like any bank. I mean, if people just decide all at once, hey, get my money out of this bank, no bank's going to have that money on hand to hand back out. So it's like
you would all remember the 2008 crash, recession, bank crash, where the only reason most banks fucking survived was because the regular fucking people paid. Because they overlent, overspent.
Yeah.
Good point.
And this is what's happened with a lot of
everywhere.
Yeah. And this is what's happened, I think, with a lot of crypto markets. Because I remember them offering, come in, invest, we'll give you 100 quid for free.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
Yeah, they were just putting out money like crazy. Yeah.
And that's great when you're in a bull run. But I mean, unless people are constantly investing.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, there's just the likes of Celsius. They were handing out loans as if they're fucking tomorrow.
Yeah. And Celsius was a part of this too. Celsius and Luna and all that stuff. That was really the
Celsius got screwed over. Celsius, when Luna crashed, Celsius crashed.
Yeah,
Luna, I think Celsius held a big lump sum of Celsius, Luna. And US, was it USC?
USTD or whatever. I think, or yes,
it's US something. It's one of those fucking coins.
Yeah.
One stable coin.
The stables.
The stables. It wasn't very stable anyway.
Yeah.
Wasn't so stable.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Yeah.
Jeez, it talks.
Yeah, man.
I thought it was a moving stack.
So Aesthetic Monte was asking, is this all oversight or just foul play? I think it's both. I think you get, crypto's a weird space because you have real honest players in the space. They're just artists that just want to build a community. They're just stoked to be selling artwork and kind of getting their stuff out there. And then on the other side of it, you have guys that are, these guys are boiler room guys that are like, perfect opportunity. There's no real regulation. I could get away with stuff. And so it's a weird space because you don't kind of know who is who yet, and because for a while, not many people were doxxed. For a while, I mean, we were some of the few people that even doxed ourselves, really. Most people, it's like,
Alien's not doxed yet.
Well, Alien's not. She's still.
We got up in Area 51.
Sure, shit, that's a real alien over there.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
Right.
Yeah, and and you got all these other big influencers like BitBoy Crypto and our friend Crypto Stash and everyone else and Bozak and now
No, do not call that fucking idiot.
Oh no.
I'm sorry. Have you seen it? All right.
I know.
I'm gonna say this. I sent you a screenshot of it.
You did. And I'm in shock, dude. I was in shock. I was like,
Mr. Influencer of crypto has his girlfriend doing OnlyFans. Oh no. The worst thing is I was on Facebook one day farting about, and a scene comes up with his missus, let's just say, wearing nothing. He comes out from behind, pops up behind her, starts licking his hand, putting his hand in a certain place, and Bob's your uncle, right? Now, this is the man that was but in all fairness, he's now trying to sell his pictures of his clips of his girlfriend from OnlyFans on
to do it.
NFTs. For 30 quid, he has a picture of. You can actually I'm still in this chat, but I use this chat for kind of just because Danish is still there as well, but he's gone. Yeah. He's putting up now. He's selling videos or 30-second clips of his OnlyFans, of his girlfriend's OnlyFans thing for 30 quid. I mean, there's a bit of it's just wrong on so many levels. Like, he was a man that came in, promised everyone this, that, and the other, brought out this great coin that tanked, and a lot of people got hurt by.
Yeah, that was a hard one. That was a hard one from Wax, because a lot of people bought into that coin, man.
Prankster loved that one, didn't he?
Oh, my God. He told us all from the beginning, and we all kind of knew it. I mean, I had done a couple clouds with him. He's like, things are, he's not present. Let's just say that. He's not present. He's just kind of existing and doing his thing, and I think he's part of a underground crew that knows stuff that not all of us know. That's just what I feel. It's always been like that. But it's what it is. It's what it is. But it is strange to see, someone go from Pokemon to OnlyFans in a year. So it was definitely strange. We got to have him back on the show and ask him about how that all happened. I'm curious.
No, he gives a live fucking show. Look, fair play to him. I do mean that, but I mean, he was doing his artwork. He was doing his coin. The coin tanked. I don't know, and I'm not going to insult it because I don't know what the whole story is with the coin. But the coin dropped from a half.
Oh, dude, that was one of the that dumped really fast. It pumped hard and then dumped really hard. I mean, so did Brawlers. I mean, so did all these other ones that were just in and out. The one that has been kind of funny was the mining network because it never was even whitelisted. And
it was,
and then it got taken away, but then it still stayed up on the top 3, and that was always funny to me because I was like, that's just it's just funny, And then we had so many other things happen through the year, And Time Traveler, you've been doing giveaways throughout the year, regardless, over and over with the best artists that I think are on Wax. How's that been?
Actually, hang on. Who's the weirdest person? Weirdest artist you have to deal with, and Hobo beside me doesn't count. Sorry, Hobo beside me this side doesn't count.
Wait, you're asking me about the weirdest person?
Yes, and I don't fucking count either. I know I'm weird.
There have been so many, but not in the positive way. Like you are weird.
You say that as if we get insulted, though.
No. I believe the word of 2022 is ghosting. This is what happens to me with a lot of artists who simply don't want to run giveaways anymore. This happens to me also with one of the biggest websites that we are running into, and it's simply unexplainable. But the second thing is there is so much bad art around again this year.
Yeah.
So it probably has to do with numbers and with the motivation, because the creators can't be the same motivated when they're working their project. He's doing a lot of work for some NFTs, and then he gets like what, 80 cents, $2.80.
Right.
Go on. It's all connected, because when you have this uprising, it's much compared to the sports, I would say, because when it runs good, you have all the Kims and all the other fake players. Now you have whom? Have you seen the Trump NFTs?
Okay, so okay, you brought up a good point. Now, this is a double-edged sword here. So, you got Trump, an ex-president, releasing an NFT collection. It sells out. It totally sells out at $99 a pop, and now it's worth 1.1 ETH. It's already worth 10 times.
Yes,
10 times
because you have to burn it to get into some draw, etc., etc.
Yep.
It's the model. It's the business model that they built very well. So that people will run, because I see a lot of artists are not experienced people, business-wise looking. They might not have the same as you, Nifty, who are an artist that lives from the market for decades. If I have understood your path correct, people come into it and get a big disappointment because the floor drops and they're simply demotivated. They don't get it. The second thing is the rise of artificial intelligence that we discussed when I was the last time at your show, and it's still rising and getting better and better. So this Trump thing actually had hot shot, and some people actually later tried to make Trump NFTs with artificial intelligence, and they look way, way better than the original NFTs. That's the unbelievable stuff. And we're talking about the 45th ex-president,
right? So that's the other thing too. I thought it wasn't going to sell out. I thought, okay, this might be his jump the shark moment. He sold out really fast, and then I'm like going, I'm not a huge supporter of the man, but he just brought at least 45,000 new collectors that probably have never even got NFTs NFTs, because he used something like Crossmint, which allows you to use credit cards. So you could buy the NFT, and I think it creates the wallet for you and the whole thing. And I think that's
are they? We don't know if they are only new users, if they are flippers.
We don't.
Must be some flippers. If there are only rednecks that got through NFTs because of Trump,
I go with the rednecks with the pull out and the shotguns there, and they're looking on the road for a roadkill for dinner. That's the point.
Alien's a redneck.
I think more of a green neck. I'm going to say green neck. But yeah, I mean, because it's I was like going like, man, this looks going to be weird. We'll have to see. We'll see what happens. It probably is going to pump and dump, so we'll have to see it for the next week.
Oh, it is.
See what happens. I'm thinking this is how he's funding his campaign, is that he's getting a lot of money this way really quickly, and he's going to do something.
Because I don't think the Republican Party aren't going to sponsor him, already.
No, he's having issues out here, because he's kind of like, I think they have their eyes on someone else that they want to put in that place. I think
it's the Florida guy. I think
the DeSantis. I think they're after DeSantis.
Florida guy.
Yeah, I think they will. I like him. I think they like him more. I think they think Trump's too much of a wild card nowadays.
It's not that. It's everyone he backed in the race for the
elections few months ago.
Yeah, everyone he backed failed in the last election. In the last election for the electoral house. They all failed. Everyone he backed.
Yep.
So I mean, it's a poison chalice to go with him. Anyway, back to something better than that fucking orange twat.
Yeah. It's on ETH, by the way, Aesthetic Monte. It's on ETH. It was on OpenSeas. It's you go check it out. It wasn't on Wax. No, we aren't worth enough for him to release it on Wax.
Yeah, and he tempted everybody with utility through sweepstakes entries.
Yeah, exactly.
Is he even going to deliver those? The question's up to the buyers.
Mistakes, all right, I'd say.
Yeah, we'll have to see what happens. It's going to be crazy. But anyway, so other than that, Wax has gone through a lot of changes too. So recently, a couple weeks ago, there was some layoffs, and then they made some changes. They're doing an ERC20 token, and now they're really separating the gaming from the token. Hopefully, see what happens. Hopefully, that will make things better in the next coming year. We'll see. Shout out to all the people that did end up losing their jobs. You guys were all great, including Shinazi, who was a great community manager. I thought she brought a lot of attention to artists, which was needed. I don't know where that's going to go from here, but let's hope it continues to improve, because the blockchain is more than just a few games. So.
I don't think it was a crypto laying off. It's a whole tech industry laying off.
Yeah, let's be honest. Yeah, everyone's 11,000 on Facebook, 11,000.
Elon Musk guy, Twitter. I think he's at 3/4 of staff go or blah blah threatened to. But no, realistically, they're saying that for the last 2 or 3 years that they were overstaffed in most tech industry jobs, or it's tech industry jobs are getting that so sufficient that they can now. You don't need 2 people to do the one job.
Sure.
So I think,
but it's. Mate, you're right, but there's another thing. From today's Financial Times weekend front page, the title, Goldman plans 4,000 job cuts to boost profits.
Oh, wow.
Oh, yeah. That's always going to happen. And I'll probably Quigley probably does the exact same thing.
Yeah.
You ask William Quigley what was the last NFT he bought, he'll go, Wax supports NFTs.
Right, totally right. Right, we got to...
All right, at the end of the day, these big companies, all they see is dollar signs. They don't give a shit about us.
Yeah.
As they were talking about pulling Wax for NFTs, or what were you were saying a few weeks back? Well, what did they want to do at Wax? They want to take it in a totally different direction of what they're doing at the moment.
Well, I think what they wanted to do was that they were doing a lot of ETH bridging over, because they want it to be so that you can bridge over to ETH back and forth, which I think would, in the end, probably help us, because we would turn into the arbitrage chain is what my assumption would be, where people would come to us, buy cheap NFTs, switch them over to ETH, up the price on ETH, you can get more on ETH, and then that's
but hang on, would you still get your 10% royalty?
Okay, well, that's different. So I've been using, which I'm going to release next week. There's Manifold.xyz. It's a new ETH platform. I don't know what you want to call it. It lets you write your own ETH contract. So in other words, you don't have to be on OpenSea's contract. You're actually creating your own contract, and it distributes to Rarible, OpenSea, looks rare, everything. It goes everywhere. And they have a gallery that allows you where someone could share a link, get a share link basically. And if someone that clicks that link buys your NFT, they get a 6.9% commission. And the market takes no fees. So in other words, they're putting the power of promotion on the people. So now if your friends want to share your link, they actually can make a kickback just by sharing your link. So I think it's an interesting new model. Collectors might.
I don't understand that. How are they going to make it? How are they going to be sustainable if they're not taking any fees? Either that is going to be high, intense ad campaigns on the screen.
Right. So there is a transaction for you to put it into the market. So they have their own gallery that they act as the custodial for it. And that's, I think, where they're getting their little fee right there. It's not a market fee during the sale. It's just like, I think, an actual fee to list, basically, to get in. Exactly. And then, so basically, then it's up to people to put it out. So let's say you have an auction, and we always are sharing each other's auctions, right? And let's say I share Cosmic's auction, and someone that clicks my link that I shared wins the Cosmic auction. I will get a 6% or 7% commission coming to me, and then she gets the rest of it. And the market has already got their fee, so it doesn't matter. It's kind of out of it. And I've never been huge on ETH because of gas fees, but for me to write the contract, it cost me $1.30. To mint it onto OpenSea cost me another $1.30. And then for me to put it onto the gallery, I think is going to cost me $8 in gas fee. So it's not what it used to be a year ago. So I don't know what that's going to do. I think that, even Wax always still going back to the ERC20 kind of format. I think everything's still going to go cross chain. I just don't see everything just staying maxi, by themselves, especially Wax. I think they need the bigger money, so we'll see. We'll see what happens. And also, Time Traveler has a ton of giveaways all the time. I'm going to share your link in the YouTube chat real quick. Go check out Time Traveler. He is always posting amazing stuff, and even just beyond the giveaways, you're going to find the best artists on Wax going through Time Traveler. He knows where to go and what to check out, the good projects that have been around. So definitely go do that, guys. We also need to talk to Breakman here for a second. Breakman, what is up, man? So what's new, man? So you started working with Digicon, which is a fun experience, doing metaverse kind of convention kind of work, I guess. And now it's turning to NFTopia we were talking about earlier. What is going on with all that? How did that come about? And what can we expect? Is it going to look the same, or are you guys going to switch things up?
NFTopia is Peter Perez there is an Inverse member there. And sure, I guess I'm volunteering. I'm not working for anybody for the con. Nobody is. That was announced last Digicon. Nice. Of course, people know that Splinterlands is the one that has been putting it on that was the 12th one. So it's been going for almost 2 years, I think. And that goes along with what we just said, layoffs and things. They did the same thing. Waffles Kitty also lost her job, along with many others at Splinterlands, and they decided they also can't continue running the convention.
Right. Shout out to Waffles Kitty, by the way. Waffles Kitty, you were awesome doing all those. Much love to you. You really are a great person for the community. Anyway, continue. Sorry, man.
They no, not forever. They say just for now, and they might bring it back in the future.
Awesome.
Now Waffles and others too. So this last one was really an amazing convention. A lot of us got together, and we had so many events. This was kind of where I came in and organized my Digi train, where I took people around to all the different events, and I scheduled all the events back to back.
Yeah, you did great, man. Did great job.
And this was the result of our year because we're as a collab app, Consumer Break, and I started streaming back in May, and back then was just kind of starting those collabs and have been doing one every week since then. Since I was on your show here, Les.
Right.
Every single week. We haven't stopped, and I've made all those connections all along the way. Now I know all these people, everyone that I interviewed, and I just kind of asked all of them. So it wasn't really that hard for me. I was in DMs with most of them, and just asked, including you, hey, do you want to do an event? We'll make a booth. We'll come around. That's how it came about. And then as we went through all the different events and all the news came out and things, all these other people, all these booth sponsors, from big to small, were like, hey, we don't want to stop. Like, what can we do to help to keep it going? We have sponsors. Clearly, the convention has grown big enough. It started out as a Splinterlands only kind of hangout. It's grown to be a full-blown Wax convention, even more than Wax. There's other chains there. So there's a lot of sponsors that are there that can fund it. So we just but the organization isn't funded by Splinterlands anymore. So it does take volunteers.
Yeah.
And those volunteers are here. Waffles Kitty's still heading it. She's still full-blown all about it. She put together a website and a new server. In fact, right here is a new website. I'll throw it in the chat.
Yeah. If you want to share a screen, go for it, man.
Yeah, I could do that too. NFTopia. Now, it's an interim website, so it's like a temporary thing, but all the info is there. There we go. And if you click sponsor, you can see a lot of info for that to create a booth. So it's Waffles Kitty and myself and some others that are just volunteering to organize it. Peter Perez helped a whole bunch last time too. I'm sure he'll be involved in hosting like some of the main event stages and stuff like that. And we do have sponsors that will come. There's already interest from sponsors to do this. It's already planned for January 20th.
I was going to ask when. Oh, January 20th. Okay, January 20th. All right.
It's totally going to happen. And then if any additional sponsors that aren't involved yet, we would absolutely love to have you. Just go to here, get into the Discord, and contact Waffles, and she'll set you up. And if you've never done it before, there's even a free option. There's a really cool deck somewhere. It might not be on here yet. She just view event deck. Has all sorts of really cool info there that kind of tells you, awesome. Kind of tells you what you can get as a sponsor, as a booth.
Nice.
And once again, I'm going to be scheduling here in the next couple weeks start contacting everyone and making that schedule of events to get everybody on here. So here you can see like a free starter booth, all these things you get with it, and then some higher tiers to get more things. But these are not only do you get these things, but you're making the events possible. These are the sponsors that are making everything possible. So
there's one named after Nifty.
That's it. The name there's a bunch of names that were submitted in the Discord, and then that was the winning vote. Now, Waffles Kitty and some others have pointed out that the term NFT isn't really looked well upon by the mainstream outer community, but maybe we can put a better name for it and educate people.
It's digital trading cards. That is exactly how I describe it now. That's the only way they understand it. It's
she's putting together some events that are geared towards Web 2 also, and we'll be promoting those events specifically to others. Cool. So it's not just the whole convention as NFTovia. It's also going to be more targeted type things. Additionally, there's even another con happening at the same time in Inverse called Polycon. I'm not sure all the details, but she's going to try to collaborate with them some too, and have some people bouncing back and forth to different conventions in Inverse. That for this weekend. And then the plan is to continue. I mean, she would really like to do it every 2 months like we've always have, but it just depends on the sponsors if they come back and see what the turnout is on this one. So we do want as many people and sponsors participating as we can on this one to see how it goes. Here's like some layouts of the rooms. Here's some screenshots of the last one, which was really awesome. And then of course it's the hype train now. Hop on board the hype train, and I'll be doing that.
Sunday, come to the hype train.
And the events can be anything. So before last one, it was like some sponsors weren't too sure what they can do. Like they do have to host a big game thing, and really not at all. You can literally have an AMA, which is kind of what I've celebrated with everybody. Since I was doing all these AMA interviews the whole past year, and it's like, so I was just like, we could do something like that. I'll just come in and start asking you stuff. You can screen share. And then that turned into like a demo. Yeah, pretty much exactly like that. So you talk about your project, you can do giveaways. And then we're trying to have everything on live stream as well at the same time. So it's like people can go to the events inside the convention, but then they can also watch on the live stream. And whether that's me streaming or if the booth itself has their own stream like you, then maybe you could go on and then we would raid into the next stream. So that's kind of And there's going to be so much stuff happening there. So
exciting. This will be the first event, I believe, of 2023 that's already planned. So that's great. It's great to hear that, man.
Yeah. And then if, we'll see how that goes. And even if it's not every 2 months beyond that, we'll just see. Even if it's every 3 months or 4 months or 6 months, we'll still definitely have this type of event. And I think it's an absolute, not me, but many people that were there last time think it's completely necessary, an amazing thing for the space to bring all these creators and community members together to learn. I know we got a lot of new users from that weekend and just feedback of people learning about different things, which is really the point of a convention. So it really went well as far as that goes.
Awesome.
Yeah, the alien saying crazy train.
That's part of an event. See, Captain DJ at the DJ Pirates, he likes to do entertaining things on the stream, and he had a karaoke contest. So that's an example too. You can do anything you want. And Cosmic Alien got up there and sang a song and won something.
That's
awesome.
I
actually won a realm pack, and when I went to go look at it, check it out on the market, I decided to sell it because, at the time it was like worth $40-something. I'm like, hey, that's nice.
Yeah,
that's nice for
you win all sorts of stuff. All of these booths have, many of them have giveaways, and there's the swag booth as an attendee. I mean, I'm sure most of the viewers know, but you just go over there and you can win all sorts of stuff, participate in events. They got the swag booth where you can literally just get free stuff that will be sent to you later. And I believe also this time I will be running a bounty block for every single event too, in partnership with Bounty Block, who are amazing guys as well. I've been talking to them.
That's one. Those are some guys that we have not had on the show yet. Whatever happened? We talked to them, didn't we? Crackers at some point. Weren't we going to have them on?
I'll go back to Dimitri because I wasn't even talking to him recently.
I've talked to him. He doesn't. They don't do much as far as that goes. They will be involved here though, so maybe it will come on.
I mean, I don't think they understand how much they changed the game for a lot of our collections, man. Like, man, when I discovered bounty blocks, I was just like, oh my god, where have you been all my life? Like, this is so much easier, you know. So
yeah, for their creator service of like the drop minting. Yeah, and I use that too. Like exactly for collections that want to mint a lot of airdrops.
Yeah,
I'm able, and here Consumer Break, we have play to earn NFT packs. So my life would be crazy if I had to try to do one at a time, which I did before.
Crackers, the advent last year, you didn't have bounty blocks. You were doing. Oh, you did?
Oh, I did. Oh, I fucking did.
But didn't you do some manual in the beginning? I think you did a few manual.
I had to manual because people were giving me different NFTs. So I was getting 20 of this NFT, 20 of this NFT, 20 No, that was just a pain in the back.
That's more of a behind the scenes type service that like the public doesn't see that. And then now they launched their giveaway platform. It's like GiveLab.
I saw that
months ago. And it's an amazing platform. I've been using it every week. That's why he reached out, and that's why we're kind of talking, is because he likes what we're doing. Every collab week we have, I'm running one, and it's free to run them, unlike GiveLab. So you can create a bounty block that has a lot of the same type of tools of following and such, and holding NFTs, which is really cool. So if you hold an NFT in your wallet, that can be entries. It's all customizable, and they're on various chains. You can create them for a Polygon or different things. Or wax.
Yeah. For collections out there, if you don't know what that is, it's basically, it gives you kind of almost like a landing page with tasks that you can do to enter in contests. Like one is like,
here's one
on Twitter. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, thanks for bringing it up.
I got you one right here.
Yeah, so you can see like this is what you got to do, and there's multiple things for them to do. So that way they might follow you on multiple different things. So there you go, right there. You could subscribe.
This is our collab with Schnazzy, which you just mentioned there, but that is our collab this week, and I just had the AMA with her on Thursday. It was a great one. We talked about art on wax. It was just really awesome, and this is what I do for every collab. So we have some prizes here, just like a GiveLab.
And this tool is free, correct? That's what you're saying, right?
Completely free to create as many campaigns as you want. You have a very simple dashboard to just do it, and then you just share it with these links, and it's all customizable. I just write in these prizes and everything, and then they even have their draw inside of there. So once it's all done, you can hit draw, and it'll use like a blockchain thing to give you winners.
Hey, Time Traveler, have you used that service yet? It's kind of new.
No. I stick to Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm very worried about Elon Musk doing his thing every single day.
I know, man. I know.
But I stick to Twitter because it's a media that I've been into since, I must say, 15 years. Sure. I lost the other account because of the giveaways and retweets and stuff like that I started back in... I don't know when, but it's really long, 2007 or 2008. And Twitter is my media. And I did a Telegram channel. I don't want to do Discord channel because I don't have time to moderate it and everything. And I'm still sticking to Twitter and to Twitter users.
It's by far the easiest to discover. You know, the problem with Discord to me is that it's great for a community that's already built, horrible for discovery. Like you can never get discovered through Discord, you know. You have to get a link to it, you know, to get in. But Twitter's it's great.
Twitter's good in the space too. Like all the Web3 is using Twitter, and like you just said, you can very easily discover it through the hashtags and the tweets. But see, a bounty block like this, and hey, someone in comment, JRG, I really want to use it. If you didn't know about this, it's totally there and it's available. And what you can do is you create them, and then you just share your link, so you can do it in conjunction with Twitter giveaways. I do it all the time with our posts and things. And then in fact, what we always do is I always add a retweet here too. So it's all part of it. So you can just create your tweet.
Oh, I didn't know they have retweets already built in. That's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's all there. You can hit retweet.
That's pretty
sweet. I do, and you can also edit it at any time, and it'll instantly update. So I'll make my tweet like this that has the bounty block link in it, but then after it's up, then I'll go edit and then add the retweet, and then it's like it has both. Same thing with like tweeting. You can even put in the prompt,
right?
Put in your hashtags and everything. So everybody that's tweeting now can hit the right tags on it as well. And people do that. So yeah, it's all a good part of it.
Yeah, go check that stuff out, guys. It's on Bounty. What is it? wax.bountyblock.io, right? Is that what it is? Right. Wax
contest.
Oh, wax.contest.bountyblock.
If you go to bountyblock.io,
yeah.
They'll have all their stuff. But then, yeah, contests and giveaways, go to tool.
There you go.
And then you can choose. Oh, there it is. Polygon, Wax, Proton, Yoth, Hedera. And then launch tool. And then you'll get your dashboard.
Yeah. Awesome. Yeah. Definitely go check that out, guys. It's good. And definitely go check out NFTopia in the beginning of the year, the 20th of January.
I want to hear from you guys. I'm so busy, but here in a couple of weeks, I'm going to start reaching out, and it'll be first come, first serve to get on my schedule with preference to the ones that pay. And then when we get closer to the end of January, we'll see if there's any open spots. Also, the whole space, the whole inverse space is going to be open all of January. In fact, I think it's open right now already. I don't know if she already put links and stuff in here. RSVP to event. You can already hit register and walk in, and you can. And to answer your previous question, it will be the same exact inverse space, all the same rooms and everything. Okay. You won't really see any difference other than the actual event and who's running it. So it won't have a Splinterlands name on it. I'm sure the main stage event will be a Waffles Kitty and Perez, and probably not me because I'm just going to be gung-ho on my train, but whoever.
Morton Matt wants to know, can you do consumer puzzles on an app?
Yeah. Let's switch to that real quick, and let me just go over a few things. Yeah, Consumer Break is our app, our collab app, and it's only on mobile, so you can't. There's no accessibility on desktop. Some people use BlueStacks or an emulator to get the Android app, and they do play. Please let mobile work. Yeah, that's exactly what it is. It's a mobile game.
Yep.
So right here at consumerbreak.com, you'll get the links, and it's in the App Store, Google Play. So it's an actual mobile app inside the App Store, Google Play.
Nice.
And like I said, we currently have a snazzy. This one just ended yesterday. We had this 12 days thing that happened. So we have all these games with giveaways on them, and I'm just going to pull one up. In fact, we have a password one only for people on this stream. So once you get in here into the app, you can hit the menu at the top right and hit private game entry and put in the password of NFT. And I put it in the chat earlier, so some people are in here already. Oh, Flipburger. I didn't realize you were asking Flipburger.
I played one already.
He's a big fan of ours. He's talking about Digicon Mobile. No, it's not. I don't think it's ready on mobile yet.
M.O.R.B.S says you can come to M.O.R.B.S. We're mobile friendly. Slip that in there real quick. But anyway,
we should do more events in M.O.R.B.S too. Smaller. Yeah, it's totally a good platform for it. It totally works.
Yeah, we could do something kind of fun. Yeah, we could do something kind of fun. With doing it during the year. We'll try to figure something out. Everything slowed down so much, and I was just kind of like, I'm going to take a little breather here for a second, reassess. Have some new things coming out, but anyway,
I think Inverse is working on or has been working on an app. I just don't think it's fully I don't know the status of it. Last time people were using mobile, but it was finicky on iOS. On a web version, so there wasn't an app yet. It was mobile friendly.
Gotcha.
But as we keep going, they are working on that. So hopefully you can do mobile.
Awesome.
Here on Consumer Break, we got a nice puzzle that shows the Nifty Circus. This is the same.
I remember that.
It's from the old collab that we did a while back.
Yeah.
But if you were to get in here,
where's TC?
Here. Oh, TC. He couldn't make it today. He was. He has some stuff he had to take care of today, so we'll see him in the beginning of the year when we start up again.
Yeah. I'll give him a message anyway. No, I said I don't see TC on this. Am I missing that?
On the puzzle?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just made this for Nifty when we were doing it, but shouts to TC for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, no, well, TC is like part of the furniture. He's a bit bigger than the furniture, but I mean...
So Aaron was coming, got scared.
Well, let's talk about the Alien while we still have some time because we're almost coming to the end of the hour. So, Alien, what have you been up to? What should we be looking out for the Alien as well?
Well, I am currently working on.
I can't hear you, Alien. I think your mic's off.
Oh.
I hear.
No, I can hear her.
Hello, Alien. Are you there?
Am I here?
Earth to cosmic alien.
Hello. Am I
Earth,
here?
hello.
Hang
on.
Come in, NASA.
Can you hear me?
We have
Am
audio.
I here?
Nope.
I can hear.
Can't hear your audio.
No.
We're all
you guys
hearing
hear
her.
her?
Yeah.
Just me.
I can hear her. Yeah.
I can hear her.
Oh, it's just me.
Yeah, it's just you.
What happened?
Okay,
I
so
don't know what happened.
everybody else can hear me.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
There it is. I'm here. I'm back. I can hear now.
Oh, okay.
It was me. That was funny. That's awesome. I was the one at fault. I'm sorry about that.
No worries. No
So-
worries.
So you've been doing some Twitch stuff. You've been teaching people how to code some smart contracts on Wax. You've been doing lots of stuff. What? Tell me about what's going on.
Well, as aliens do, we like to experiment. So I've been experimenting with you humans, and it's been a lot of fun. So far, on my Discord channel is where I kind of like to have my community of people that are collecting and following me, and just trying to open that up a little bit more and have more activities going. I have been trying to learn a lot of different programs, so I think this last year has been a huge learning experience for me because I've been trying to get to this point where I can have my avatar, and have fun with it. And
this is great. We're gonna have to have you back on as an alien visitor all the time. You have to come give us your report from space. What's going on.
So I have a new project aboard the mothership. It's called Cosmic Clones. So my concept is I'm going to create more of these avatars that people can use for themselves.
Very cool.
So yeah, and the first series is going to be Elven.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
An Elven series. So we're gonna. Because my first experience on any kind of gaming was I was a half-elf druid. So I always kind of was drawn to elves, but then, I don't know what happened. I think I got abducted.
Right,
they got abducted, and it turned me into an alien.
That's awesome. So how's you're kind of newer to the Wax space, right? When did you start up here?
She's actually in here a while.
How long have you been part of the Wax space? A year?
It's been
a couple years already. Okay, great. That's good to know. I didn't know. I thought you were a little bit newer, but so
my collection is probably more like a year and a few couple months or something like that. But I started out doing these abstract line arts, and then I was like, oh, these kind of look like signals. Oh, well, I'm let's do an alien collection because I have a thing for aliens, so obviously.
So what do you have planned for the next year? What are the plans for the alien van in space? What's going to be happening?
So my main goal for 2023 is I'm hoping to learn Unity because if I can learn Unity and a bit of Blender, I can really buff up these characters a lot more.
I hope you have patience.
I do. I've gotten this far. Just getting this far has taken me over 6 months.
Okay, I'm gonna put out.
Unity takes us 6 fucking months.
Unity is a heartbreaker. We've all been there. Crackers has tried it. I've tried it. You can get to a certain point, it seems, and then there's like this wall that presents itself, and you're just like, oh my god.
Yeah, I need to learn it in order.
I think January I'm gonna start. I'm gonna have more time. I'm just gonna.
You're going to go at it. Yeah.
Either that, laptop to a screen.
I'm going to tell you guys again. I've said this before on the show, and not many people have checked out, which is funny to me because it kind of goes to show, like, I don't know if people are ready for everything. There's a thing called Core Games. Go check it out, guys. I'm telling you, you can make a AAA game that's already blockchain ready to go within an hour, and I'm not lying. Go find some YouTube videos. You can build a game, kind of get the basics. And I think for creators that haven't coded before or don't understand the complexity of like, okay, I made this jumper game and now I want to add it firing, and how hard your whole life becomes right at that moment when you decide to add something to the game. It's something that's already kind of pre-built with stuff. It's very Lego-like, and you can end up with a really fun game. So check out Core Games.
It's basically a jigsaw. You can
So basically, it's is it not EA Arts? What is the name of the game company? Anyway, it's all of their assets from all the years. So they have amazing art, amazing guns, all the things you can think. So you can build all your terrain. There's an endless library that comes with it. It's free. You just sign up and download it, and it's based on I think the Unreal Engine. I think that's where it's based on, but it's easy.
Did you say EA?
I thought EA. Let me Core Games original. Let me find the. Let me find
Electric Arts. Electric Arts.
No, it's somebody else. Hold on a second. Hold on. Core Games. It's coming. Here, I'll put it up on the screen here, guys. I always like to share cool shit I found. Anyway, so go here. It is called.
That is EA. That looks like
Sims. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. I thought that's what it was, but anyway, I'll put the link in the YouTube chat. Go check this out, guys. I created a game within an hour, and these are the games that it looks. I'm not even lying. This is what the games look like. Like you're gonna end up with a AAA game, and you can play, and it's a metaverse.
What rights do you own?
Okay, so this is the thing. You can make money off of the game, but these are assets that are obviously EA, but they allow you to load in your NFTs from right now just ETH wallets, and they become part of shirts and that kind of stuff. And they also give you certain things in games, like you can program it so that.
But technically, you could still make the game on wax and just port everything over to your EA wallet, or your ETH wallet as such. No.
You could now with a bridge. You could check this out, because I would like to get a couple people checking this out, and we can all make games. The thing that's nice is that you can create a hub. So like if you created a game, Crackers, Time Traveler, you created a game, Cosmic and Brakeman, we all created games. We can all hub them together, and they link together, and there's chat and social media metaverse stuff in it. So it's really cool.
Would you not just build a metaverse there? A multiplayer metaverse.
Yes, and actually it's much more fun because you can play real games. Like, let me show you a picture. Let's see if we can play a video of Core Games. Let me see if I can find something real quick. It blew me away when I messed around with it the first time, and then I was blown away that I made a game so quickly that was functional. And I think it would just be really fun for people to start utilizing it. To kind of check it out. Let's see. Core. Here we go. Oh wait, let me put the sound on so we can get the full experience here, guys. 1 second. 1 second. And then we'll get out of here right afterwards. But I just want everyone to kind of see this. Go have some relax with me. Yeah, exactly. Okay, actually, so here we go. So this is gameplay, guys, right here.
Hi, I'm Tasha from Manticore Games, and I'm here to show you everything you need to know about Core. Core is a brand new PC gaming platform where you'll find all sorts of free games to play and worlds to explore, designed by a community of creators from around the globe. It's a game construction kit and game playing destination all in one. Our mission is to empower anyone and everyone to be a game creator. If you've ever had an idea for a game, Core is the perfect place to turn that dream into a reality. Core is like having an entire game development studio in your hands. You get the power of the Unreal Engine in an easy-to-use place, access to thousands of free, high-quality music, sound, drag and drop game mechanics, and built-in 3D modeling tools. Core makes it easy to get started with creating games using built-in construction kits that come preloaded with game logic, UI, and no-fuss multiplayer for the most popular genres. You can remix and mod an existing game for your friends or create a masterpiece from scratch. No coding is required. With the help of our online tutorials, you can make your first game in 10 minutes. When you're ready, your game will be instantly
That's the one I made, and it was so easy, guys.
Where it can be discovered and played by gamers around the world. Core also offers creators options to help them find an audience and even make money from their games. To get started creating games, go to coregames.com, register, download and install Core, and start your journey into game development with our free Core Academy courses. Now let's check out some of the games from our amazing community of creators. There are hundreds of games to choose from, with new games published every day. From the Play tab, you can browse games by the most active and by popularity. Or you can view what games your friends are playing and join them instantly with one click. You can also search for your favorite game genres. Core has everything from action-adventure, survival and team-based shooters, to farming sims, marble racing, obstacle courses, and even toad-based capture the flag? One of my favorite games is Freeze Tag by Dreamweaver. Take your recess skills to the front lines, freeze your enemies by turning them into ice cream, upgrade your weapon, and melt your frozen friends. First team to freeze all enemies wins. Another great one is Prop Hunt. Prop Hunt puts a new look on hide and seek, with hunters searching for players hiding as props. But in this post-apocalyptic game of deception, the props have a few tricks up their sleeve. No spoilers, but there are giant chickens involved. And of course, there's fan favorite Roll'em. Game creator Wave Paradigm pits marbles v marbles in this sphere-based racing sim. With a leaderboard tracking your best times and the inclusion of fan-created levels, there's now a very competitive speedrun community on Discord. Think you've got what it takes? And of course, you'll want to explore these games with a fully customized character. In Core, you'll have the option to purchase new characters, mounts, and emotes. Our system allows you to mix and match heads, tops, bottoms, and choose colors for endless outfit combinations. We will regularly release new characters, so you'll always have something fresh to flex. Core is also a social hub where you can hang out and make friends. Share a drink at a medieval tavern, swim in zero-G at an orbiting space station, or visit a virtual theme park. Then jump into a portal to instantly hop into a new game or adventure. Whether you're interested in playing unexpected takes on your favorite genres, exploring worlds with friends, or unleashing your own game ideas, Core is ready for you. It's free to play and free to create, so head to coregames.com, sign up, download, and get started today.
So that's the one. And then also it's plugged in now with NFTs, so you can load in your MetaMask wallet and load in pictures into it and sell stuff that way as well. So anyway, check it out, guys.
That's very cool.
Brakeman, someone's looking for the password for today's puzzle.
NFT's your password.
Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
There we go.
Well, that is interesting, especially if more people create their own little metaverses and then can link and bounce around. That's the metaverse now, when they're all interlinked and all these different separate metaverses. That is the metaverse. That's kind of a topic for the convention too. We were talking about eventually maybe we could like others have offered, like their other platforms too. I was like, well, maybe in the future there could be other ones that even connect and you can bounce different platforms, or even other games. Like Avalon the game has their crazy cool their fantasy world, and they're going to have a metaverse next year, a couple of years. And it's like you could have a convention inside their fantasy land, and then you can bounce over to this other one, and it's just a whole. That is the metaverse.
That is, so to me, that is what it is too, man. Is that's how it should be. It's kind of free form, kind of like you can hop in and out of things.
I'd like to be able to take the character I created, or any character I create, and move it from one place to another.
Yeah, agreed.
And right now I'm able to use it's a program called Cube World, and I'm still like playing around with that a little bit, but I'm not exactly sure if I can, like, I might be able to create my own server from it, and Yeah, it's pretty interesting because I can get my avatar in there already.
Nice.
So it's definitely possible. So.
Great. Well, guys, we hit the end of the hour now, guys. We're a little bit over. I got to get going to the store to open it up. We got some new stuff coming in 2023. Crackers, we were talking about the surprise box. That's totally happening. I'm already working on pieces. So I want to say, I got some ideas. I think we should definitely get that going. I think we're going to work on some real life stuff. So, enjoy the holidays, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. Time Traveler, would you like to leave us with anything?
Yeah, I would say Merry Christmas, since we're in Europe and it's still allowed to say so. And the second thing, I will quote.
Excuse you, sir. Happy holidays. Only happy holidays. We'll get burned off YouTube and Twitter now for that. Thank you.
You know, we're Eastern Europe. We're a bit different. So never mind.
I don't know that on Twitter, on YouTube either, by the way, saying you're Eastern European. You might think you're Russian.
Okay. To point it out, I am glad about NFTopia. I already tweeted about it while we were on the show. And I will end with a quote, name of album from a band I don't prefer much, but I love the title, Use Your Imagination. That's it, people.
There you go. Nice. Brakeman, what would you like to leave us with?
Stay uplifted in this bear market. You know, we're all still building, clearly, so things are still happening. Hope to definitely see action at the convention. And then for our own collabs and stuff, you know, tune in. I stream every week. I will be streaming our season finale tomorrow, 2 p.m. Eastern. If anybody's bored, 2 p.m. Eastern on my Twitch at Consumer Break. Other than that, I love to see the community. Everything on Twitter in Wax is so cool to see, like creators community tagging each other. Check out there's like in the past couple of days there was a lot of that on Alcor. And in fact, Alcor has been tweeting a little bit.
I know, I saw that. They rarely tweet. I was like,
doing some giveaways, and everyone jumped on their post asking what collections should be put in their vault, and everyone tagged each other, and it's just beautiful to see people in Wax like banding together and collabing and things like that, which you don't see elsewhere. So I definitely want to see a lot more of that in the future.
Got it. All right, guys. So Cosmic.
Okay. Sorry, Peter Perez I guess it's a different Peter Perez. Not the inverse guy. All right, good clarification.
So Cosmic, what would you like to say?
I would just like to wish everybody happy holidays, Merry Christmas. Have a good time, love one another, and I'll be having an event aboard the mothership tomorrow. It's an hour before Consumer Break, so join me there. We're going to be playing some Bubble League. That's been really popular lately, and been giving away some NFTs there as well. So hop aboard the mothership, and Cosmic Alien out.
Awesome. Crackers, how about you, man?
Everyone have a good year, and I am going to probably chill out for the night, and because it's 7:15 here. No, look, I think everyone had a bad 6 months in Wax. I think everyone has noticed that everyone's slowing down. I think come next year, I think there's a lot of new, fresh ideas. Well, we have planned anyway. I think will be a real eye opener to some.
Yeah.
But no, look, enjoy your holidays, folks, and I'll probably I'll give you a shout anyway over during Christmas anyway.
Yeah.
You too, man. Have a good Christmas, Cosmic. I don't know. You just remind me of Mars Attacks. I'm sorry.
I'm coming for you, bro.
No worries.
All right, guys. So that's
it. Peace out, bro.
And then that's it for us for 2022, guys. So we will see you in 2023. We're going to be on break for the next couple weeks. And so have a good holidays, New Year, the whole thing. And we'll hopefully be in a bull market next time we see each other. So, all right, guys.
Wax fam.
All right, guys. #WaxFam. There you go.